Hello everyone, this is Yogita's Relish Cakes, and today I am going to show you a very interesting 1 kg standing pear-shaped cake completely in cream from scratch as requested by many of my students. So for cream cakes, I generally use Tropolite dairy-free whipped cream. You can use any other good brands like Rich, Delicia. Now keep the cream chilled in deep fridge and take it out at room temperature just before 45 minutes of use, and make sure that you take out only the liquid part. No crystalline form should be there when you are beating the cream. The cream should be properly chilled. Now start the beater at speed 1, and once the cream starts thickening, you need to add 6 to 8 crystals of citric acid into it. Citric acid helps to protect the color of the cream. Once you use the airbrush, means color will not be absorbed by the cream once you use the citric acid. Secondly, it helps to stabilize the cream for tall cakes. But don't add too much of citric acid, otherwise your cream will become sour and dry. You just need to add a pinch for 1 cup of cream. Now once your cream starts thickening, you just stop the beater there only. The cream should be soft and stiff peaks should be there. Your cream should not be dry, otherwise you will have problem to work with the cream. Start beating at full speed till you get the stiff and soft cream. The cream should be glossy. Now let's begin with the board. I have used a 6 inches plastic dowel and I fixed it with the M-seal a day before. Now I am covering the M-seal part with a piece of aluminium foil, or you can use a cling wrap. And now I start assembling the cake. Now put the cream and add some pieces of fresh pears into it. The tiny fresh pieces of pear, because it's a pear cake. Now add another layer of little smaller size. Put cream again and the fresh pieces of pears, and continue this process till 4-5 layers. Now the cake I have baked here is a butter based cake, and these cakes I have baked into steel bowls, the normal steel bowls which we generally use at home, and I have also used a glass, the steel glass which we generally use. I have just shown you. Now start carving the cake of your desired shape, and all the pieces which you have taken out, you just stick it with the cake. Since you have already put the cream, I've used the serrated knife to carve the cake, as you can see. Now stick all the pieces, all the removed pieces which you have removed for carving the cake, you need to stick those pieces to the cake so that you get the desired pear shape. And once you get the shape, you need to cover the whole cake with the cream. This process is called the crumb coating. You need to cover all the loose crumbs of the cake, because carved cake has got a lot of loose crumbs. So those cake crumbs you need to cover with the cream. Cover the entire cake properly. You need to work till you get the desired shape of your choice. You can carve like this into any shape. You can make a mango cake, you can make a apple cake like this. You need to cover the entire cake properly. And now I am going to keep it into fridge for 2 hours till the time the crumbs are settled down. Now after 2 hours, take out the cake and cover the entire cake with a thick layer of cream. Around 2 mm thickness is required. Some of the creams will be removed when we do the warm water finishing. So you need to cover the entire cake with thick layer around 2 mm thickness of the cream. Make sure that none of the part is left. Cover the entire part. And now you start giving the neatness to the cream. Fill the bottom part also, because this bottom part is also very important. Slightly curvaceous parts are very important because cream should be there at all the parts of the cake. Now start giving finishing to the cake. First I'll do it with a dry knife. This is my 6 inches palette knife, and I'm also using a 2 inches mini palette knife to give the finishing. You can use the plastic cards also. And now I'm going to use a lukewarm water. The water should be warm, but it should not be hot. Now as you can see, I'm just touching the cream. I'm not giving any pressure, I'm just touching the cream. And now you use the mini palette knife or the plastic card and just touch the cream and start giving finishing, and remove all the marks till you get the neat cake. Be patient, take your time. It may take 45 minutes to 1 hour, but do it very slowly. Don't give any pressure at this stage, otherwise your cream will be disturbed. So dip the palette knife every time into water. The water should be lukewarm. Make your palette knife neat every time when you are giving the finishing, and remove all the lines. Wipe your palette knife every time, or you dip it into water. Now as you can see, my cake is almost done. I'm just giving the last finishing, just removing the final lines. Keep working till you remove all the minute lines. Now I'm barely touching the cream, and now you can see the cake is very neat. Now I'm going to use 2 colors for my airbrush, yellow and green, more of a yellow and little of leaf green color, and start giving airbrush to the cream. Since we have used citric acid into it, the color will be in the outer layer of the cake only. It will not be absorbed by the cream. Now I'll use little of the leaf green just to give the shade to pear, and very little red color, or you can use the little brown color, brown and mixture of red and brown color. And at the top I have used a dark brown color. And lastly, you attach a stalk. I've made the stalk with fondant, and at the end, to give the dots, I've used the dark brown color, the chestnut brown color, to the toothbrush. It's a new toothbrush. You just start giving dots with the brush. This is the natural dots of pears, and that's how your 1 kg pear cake is ready. So just make it for your loved ones, and if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.